Elana. Dear students, welcome to back. Now in this class we are going to discuss the analysis of a full wave rectifier. The input voltage, we assume that now we assume that the input supply is Vi equal to Vm sin omega t. Now this equation, that is the general equation of our input voltage, because of the input supply voltage is the sinusoidal wave. So the input voltage is known as, or also written as, Vm sin omega t. Now omega t means the theta, that is the sin theta. Vm means maximum voltage of our input supply. So we write the Vi equal to Vm sin omega t. That is the sinusoidal signal. Signal like this, that is the sinusoidal signal. This is the sinusoidal signal. This is the V and that is the Vm. And this is the time period, that is the pi, 2 pi, 3 pi and 4 pi, like this. This is the time axis. Now this is the origin. So this signal is known as sinusoidal signal. So in this signal, the equation of our input supply is the Vm sin omega t. Omega t is nothing but that is the theta, and Vm is the maximum voltage of our input supply. Now, when we consider that the output of a diode resistance, now we neglect, I write a point, when we neglect diode drop, the output load voltage will be VL equal to Vm sin omega t. Now this is the sin omega t and the period is 0 to pi. Now theta in between is 0 to pi. Now first we see the Vm sin omega t, that is the 0 to pi, and the complete cycle, then it is the negative half cycle, then the negative half cycle time period is pi to 2 pi. Now that is the minus Vm sin omega t. So theta in between pi less than equal to omega t less than equal to 2 pi. So this is the output load voltage. Okay. Now we consider the output load current. So in the output load voltage, that is the Vm sin omega t and minus Vm sin omega t, that is the theta in between 0 to 2 pi. Similarly, we consider the load current. Now we consider load current. Now we can write similarly load current IL equal to Im sin omega t, and the omega t in between 0 less than equal to omega t less than equal to pi, and minus Im sin omega t pi less than equal to omega t less than equal to 2 pi. Now the load current IL, that is the Im sin omega t. So the input waveform, that is the input waveform. So this is the pi and this is the 2 pi. Now the output load current when rectified by the rectifier circuit, then that is the 0, that is the pi. Now current will be rises and reach at the maximum point, and it will be reach at the axis C. The time period will be 0 to pi. Now the angle omega t in between, so the angle omega t in between 0 to pi. Next half cycle, that is the negative half cycle, that is the minus Im sin omega t, but in duration omega t is the pi to 2 pi. So this is the load current of output rectifier circuit through the load. When we neglect the diode resistance, then it will be Vm sin omega t and minus Vm sin omega t. So now here the IL, now the Im is equal to, now Im equal to, I is the V by R, now this is the Vm by Rf plus Rl. So Rf is the forward resistance of diode, or that is also known as forward diode resistance, and this is the load resistance. When we draw the initially the primary of the circuit of rectifier, then two diode will be implemented in that circuit, that is the resistance of diode drop, and the output load resistance will be connected in a output circuit. Now Im equal to Vm by Ra plus Rl. Now we calculated the average current or load current, average load current. Now we calculated average load current or DC current. Average load current or DC current. Now average load current or DC current also written as IDC. Now IDC. ILDC. So the ILDC can be calculated, the integrating part of that side, that is the input supply, that is the sine wave, and this is the 0 to pi and pi to 2 pi. Now the average, we calculated the total integrating current divided by total time taken. Now we can write the 1 by 2 pi integrating 0 to 2 pi IL d omega t. So this is the average current or DC current. Now we simplify or calculating or evaluate the integration, then we get the IDC. Now the IL is known as Im sin omega t. Now we put the value of IL. Now IL is the Im sin omega t. Now this value we can put in this IL place, then it will be calculated by integrating part. Now 1 by 2 pi, integrating 0 to 2 pi, IL means Im sin omega t minus 1 by 2 pi integrating pi to 2 pi Im, that is the plus, that is the minus Im, that is the minus Im sin omega t, that is the minus Im sin omega t. So this is the calculating of average current in a load, or the current passes through the load, then we calculate the average current, or that is the average DC, that is the ILDC. It is also known as IDC. Again we calculated, then that is the 1 by 2 pi 0 not 0. Then Im is the constant because that is the maximum point. Now we can take 1 by 2 pi into common, then 0 to pi Im sin omega t plus pi to 2 pi minus Im sin omega t d omega t. Now sin omega t d omega t, that is the, this is the integrating part of d omega t, that is the d omega t. This is the integrating part of a signal. Now again simplify this integration, we can get the result (1 by 2 pi). Now we see the here Im and here Im. So Im is the common in both sides, that is the not integrating, because that is a fixed point, that is the maximum point. This is the constant term. The constant term we can taken outside, that is the Im by 2 pi. Now again sin omega t d omega t integrating, now cos 1 minus cos 2 omega t divided by 2. This is the integration and this is the limiting value of 0 to pi. Again the minus point, here is a plus, here is the plus, and the minus point, then it will be common. Im is the common in outside. Sin omega t d omega t, that is known as here the sin omega t d omega t, that is plus 1 minus cos 2 omega t divided by 2 omega t. Here pi to 2 pi. Now we see the, here is the denominator is 2 and denominator 2, then it will be common and it will be multiplied with this. Now Im by 4 pi, that is the d omega t. Now d omega t is multiplied with 1, that is the omega t, minus sin 2 omega t by 2 plus here omega t minus sine 2 omega t divided by 2, that is the pi to 2 pi. Now again, this is the Im by 4 pi. This is the higher value of 0 to pi. This is the limiting value. Now pi minus 0 minus sine 2 pi. Sine 2 pi means 0 minus 0. Again plus, then 2 pi omega t means we put this limit. So upper limit is the 2 pi and lower limit the pi. Then omega t, that is the 2 pi minus pi minus sine omega t means 2 pi, that is the 0. Sine pi is the 0. So here this is the pi and this is the minus pi. This is the cancel. Then 2 pi. Here the 2 pi. Now again Im by 4 pi into 2 pi. Remaining part is the 2 pi. Okay. Now pi cancel, 2 cancel. That is the Im by 2 here. Now this is the, again it will be remain into 2, that is the 2 Im by, now pi cancel, 4 into 2, that is the cancel. Now that is the 2 Im by pi. Now this is the equation for now we finally result, we can taken this result. So IDC equal to 2 Im by pi. So this is the result of DC, average DC. Again, the analysis of IDC we can take, or we can get IDC equal to 2 Im by pi. Now we write this finally, IDC equal to 2 Im by pi. This is the average DC current. Now again further analysis, the RMS value of load current, or IRMS of RMS of load current. So RMS means root mean square, that is the average. So it is also known as IRMS. Now IRMS means, then we take its analysis. Then the integrating part of root mean square, that is the I square L d omega t integrating 0 to 2 pi, that is the average means 1 by 2 pi. So this is the IRMSA we can calculate it. Now it is taken the IL. Now IL is known as Im sin omega t. Now IL means Im sin omega t and 0 less than equal to omega t less than equal to pi, and minus Im sin omega t pi less than equal to omega t less than equal to 2 pi. So when this value we can put in this place, now it will be written as the integration 1 by 2 pi 0 to 2 pi IL square d omega t 1 by 2. Now the RMS value means that is the root over, that is the root mean square. So that is the root mean square of I RMS value. So now we eliminate the root over by putting the power 1 by 2. Now we put the value of IL square. IL square means IM square sin omega t in both cases. Now written as that is equal to 1 by 2 pi 1 by 2 pi 1 by 2 pi. Now integrating 0 to pi Im square sin square omega t d omega t plus minus Im square means Im square. Now pi to 2 pi Im square sin square d sin square omega t d omega t. Now this is the taken its power 1 by 2, that is the under root. Now again simplify or integrating part 1 by 2 pi 1 by 2 pi. So Im square, now we see that here Im square, here Im square. Now Im square by 2 pi under root, then sin square omega t means sin square omega t means 1 minus 2 cos omega t by 2 d omega t plus now this is the integration 0 to pi again pi to 2 pi 1 minus 2 cos square 1 minus 2 cos 2 omega t. Suppose now 1 minus cos 2 omega t cos 2 omega t. Now 1 minus cos 2 omega t by 2 d omega t. Then that is the under root. Now again equal to Im square by 2 pi 1 by 2 pi 1 by, now that is the 1 by 2. Here when this is 2 and this is 2, that is the 4 pi, that is the 4 pi. When 1 minus omega t means d omega t 0 to d omega t 0 to pi plus here omega t. Now omega t minus integrating of cos omega t means sin e to omega t by 2 0 to pi plus here d omega t minus sin 2 omega t divided by 2. This is the pi to 2 pi and under root 1 by 2. Again we putting the limiting value, the upper limit is pi and lower limit is 0. When we put this omega t, then now we get Im square by 4 pi, Im square by 4 pi under root 1 by 2. Now here d omega t means upper limit is the pi, here omega t is the pi. Now pi minus 0. Now pi minus 0. Again minus sin 2 pi. Sin 2 pi means 0, 0 by 2. 0, sin 0 is the 0. Now 0 minus 0. Then again plus sin d omega t means 2 pi minus sin 0 means 0 minus pi minus 0 minus 0. Now this is the under root 1 by 2. 1 by 2. Again Im square by 4 pi under root 1 by 2. Here minus pi, here plus pi, then cancel. Then 2 pi, this is the 2 pi under root 1 by 2. Again Im square by 4 pi into 2 pi under root 1 by 2. Here pi cancel and 2 4 cancel, that is the 2. Now Im square by 2 under root, that means Im square by 2 under root, that is the Im by root 2. Im by root 2. Now it is the average of a AC current in a output of a rectifier, that is the IRMS, that is the IRMS equal to Im by root 2. Now this is the IRMS value, and IDC value is the 2 Im by pi, and IRMS value equal to Im by root 2. So this is the average value of DC and average value of AC passes through the load resistance. Now discussed on about form factor. Now form factor also discussed in the next class.